This is what 8% body fat looks like. The six-pack abs come out and you feel like you've been reborn. At 12% body fat, you start seeing visible abs. At 15% body fat, you might see some muscle outline. At 20% body fat, there's still a layer of fat covering everything. But to really get that shredded look, you need to get down to single digits. Based on my analysis of over 270 professional fathers that I've worked with since 2017, less than 4% ever reach single-digit body fat. Back in 2004, I went from 20% body fat, unhealthy habits, and not feeling very confident about myself to 8% body fat. And over the last 20 years, I've been able to maintain that year-round consistently. Let me show you exactly how I reached 8% body fat as a sustainable lifestyle. Here's the problem. Your body is smart, and without the right plan, you'll either get stuck at 15 to 20% body fat, or you'll end up gaining all the weight back like most people do. I myself am a father of 3, happily married, and I'm a traveling corporate professional. I'm in hotels quite a bit. I'm not a full-time personal trainer. I don't live in the gym, but I've been able to consistently maintain this outcome. If you're doing typical crash diets without the right method, the 96% of people regain the weight later on rather than maintaining the results. This doesn't just make you disappointed when you look in the mirror, but it also causes your metabolism to start fighting against you, and that's not what we want. What I would say is the fitness market as a whole is everyone is selling what I consider to be only milestone number 1, which is lose 20 pounds in 12 weeks. To us, losing 20 pounds in 12 weeks is only milestone number 1. Milestone number 2 is reaching and maintaining your lean goal weight. Milestone number 3 is reaching and maintaining 10 to 15% body fat. And then milestone number 4 is moving you to maintenance and muscle growth, though far from bodybuilding. And 10 to 15% body fat is really where most people can start to see the visible six-pack. Most people think that losing weight is the end goal, but they don't just want to be lighter, they want to be lean and defined, and there's a difference between the two. Consider focusing on body fat percentage rather than just scale weight. You're maintaining muscle mass while getting sustainable results, not crash dieting. But the milestone approach got me thinking, what's the optimal method that most people are missing? I discovered something called the satiety index, a scientific measurement of how filling and satisfying different foods are. Even I was shocked at what I found. For example, a croissant is one of the least filling, satisfying foods out there, whereas a potato is 7 times more filling and satisfying, and it's probably even lower in calories. When you choose more filling, satisfying foods, you naturally consume fewer calories without feeling hungry or restricted. Not all calories are created equal. For sustainable fat loss, focus on foods that rank high on the satiety index. You'll need far less willpower than you think to maintain results. But here's the key. If you're doing it correctly, you can still enjoy burgers, fries, and ice cream with your family. It's done in a structured way so you don't feel deprived. Here's something counterintuitive. You can work out for just 20 to 30 minutes a day and still reach sub 10 to 12% body fat. Nutrition is 80% of this equation if you want to be successful. When we reach our 40s, 50s, 60s, we can no longer out-exercise a bad diet. Proteins, fats, and carbohydrates all affect your metabolism very differently. Protein requires far more energy for your body to digest than carbohydrates or fat. Most of our customers are only working out 20 to 30 minutes a day. It's a balance of cardio and resistance training. You can do this from home with our home-based workouts, or you can do this while biking or jogging, and you can do this in the gym. We have a ton of flexibility built into our system. So I learned this the hard way. In my early attempts, I focused only on what I was eating, not when I was eating. While I did see some results, I struggled with energy crashes and constant hunger. I was eating inappropriate foods throughout the day, which was causing my blood sugar levels to go up and down all day long, which hinders fat loss. Did you know that the number 1 health disorder in the world is insulin resistance? When I learned that all I needed to do was shift my eating habits and adjust the timing of my meals, it resulted in fewer calories being consumed. Science has shown that when your body becomes more insulin sensitive by narrowing your feeding window, you become much more susceptible to fat loss. Most of us are eating in our program from about 11 to 12 p.m. lunchtime until 8 or 9 o'clock at night. So this is a very reasonable scientific approach that's conducive for the family, and most of us are eating 3 to 4 meals a day within this window. Your metabolism doesn't directly speed up with more exercise as you might expect, The key is understanding how different macronutrients affect your metabolic rate. A good rule of thumb: 80% of your results should come from your nutrition, not exercise. So here's the progression framework. First, get your meal timing right. If you're eating all day long, try narrowing your eating window. Next, focus on the satiety index. Choose more filling, satisfying foods. But most importantly, stay consistent. No matter if you're on vacation, if you're dealing with corporate travel, if you're hosting work or dinners, there's a certain level of intentionality that allows you to be successful. We tell ourselves a lot of lies, and these are stupid lies. My metabolism is slowed down, or I come from a family history of people who are overweight and I'm getting older. That does not embrace the mindset that I am the master of my fate, I am the captain of my soul. We are in control of our health. As a sustainable long-term lifestyle is actually concerned about behavior change and who you're becoming. Health habits will actually have a lot of flexibility if you're doing a sustainable lifestyle. A lifestyle will teach you moderation. It focuses not so much on intensity, but more on consistency. So if you're listening to this, this is for professional fathers who are generally 35 to 70 years of age, who are busy with their careers and have probably let their health take a back seat. And honestly, it probably happened unintentionally. We measure and track every single customer who's been in our program since 2017. We've had over 270 professionals go through, and 96% of them that follow the program average 20.2 pounds lost in their first 12 weeks. The customers who struggle are the ones who don't check in weekly, who aren't managing their nutrition and aren't working out regularly, and unfortunately, they'll struggle with any program that they do. But for those who follow this program, they are successful. When you put all this together and you get rid of the harmful belly fat, you're able to level up your life. It enhances every part of your life that you care about. You're totally capable of doing this and following this program totally on your own. But if you want me and my team to personally guide you through this proven method with systems and accountability, click the link in the description below and book a call with me or my team. We'd love to explore if this might be a good fit for you and see how we can help you reach your goals.